How's it going, everybody? Happy Monday to you. Today was one of the longest Mondays in the history of Mondays. I don't know what it is, just something about a Monday at work, and everybody was on fire with a million emails and Teams messages and that little plunky sound in Teams. If you're using Teams, you know exactly what I mean, and the anxiety it induces. But I do have a question for the community around AI. I'm just curious for everybody's thoughts on AI, and I'm wondering how many of you are using one of the AI tools like ChatGPT, OpenAI, Grok, whatever that Microsoft one is. Just wondering how many of you are using that for maybe inspiration or ideas for your content. Because one of the things that I have been noticing online with a lot of the videos is there's a lot of people that seem to be talking about the same thing all around the same time. And maybe it's just some collective growth or development across the world. Or I'm just wondering, is there just a lot more content that is being inspired by one of those AI tools? Because I've noticed even at work that a lot of people have been leveraging those AI tools to write their emails, because you can always tell when an email has been written by AI, because the way that they communicate in those emails does not align with the way that they communicate once you get on a phone call or interact with them on meetings. And it just, I don't know, seems fairly obvious to me. Maybe I'm on an island on that one. And I've just been wondering, if everybody starts using those AI tools, either to help to write, like, I guess if you're talking about content scripting or writing emails, and everybody begins to have the exact same voice, and then at that point you're definitely going to lose authenticity points. But I'm just wondering, at what point does all of this technology begin to reinforce, or maybe force, maybe not even reinforce, force all of us to have groupthink, where all of us are thinking about the same things in the same way, and we lose our ability to critically think about any of the information that we are consuming. So I'm curious if any of you that are going to be watching my video, have any of you tried using any of those things? And I'll be the first to admit that I am guilty of leveraging ChatGPT to help rewrite some of my descriptions. But the more I've been trying to use that, and I've even tried to use it at work, and I can share a story there, the more I dislike it. I'm really just not a fan of it. So like the last couple of videos, I've been really just trying to stick to whatever I'm capable of producing. That's exactly what I'm going to produce. But I'm curious, and I have seen some other channels. I was watching some videos early this morning and just reading the descriptions, and you can always spot those AI generated descriptions, because sometimes people fail to remove some of the obvious signature M dashes that ChatGPT and I guess all of the AI models really love to use. So it just seems really apparent. And the really terrible thing about that is I happen to be a heavy user of dashes whenever I'm writing emails or descriptions or anything else. So now I'm probably going to have to alter my writing or communication style, just so then people don't start thinking it's like, man, this guy's just over here using his AI. But back to the story I can share about work is I experiment with AI tools, asking it questions about some of the work that I do. And a lot of times the answers that those AI models are producing are trash. Like, I'll ask it Teradata SQL questions, and I have attempted to use it for legitimate use cases, and it has yet to be able to help me. And I always end up having just to go to some other code repository or search Reddit or some other user group on the internet just to find the answer that I'm looking for. And I'm just wondering, like, how many people are like heavy users of these AI tools, and they're not validating. They're just taking everything at face value, and they're not going back and validating any of the output, and they're just running with it. And I don't care if you're a content creator, if you're just working in some other private industry. It seems dangerous to me. And I just don't understand the fascination with trying to rely so heavily on it. But I don't know. Maybe I'm on an island with that one. My boss accused me of being similar to the old-time folks that were reluctant to adopt vehicles back when Ford was trying to make his car, and they insisted on keeping horses, and that horses were always going to be around as a main form of transportation and getting around. And it's like, okay, fair enough. I guess I'm one of those horse guys. I wouldn't mind having a horse and some property out in the middle of nowhere, and little farm, raise me some farm animals. I could totally dig that. So maybe he's right. Maybe I'm just getting old and I'm reluctant to adopt the new technologies that are the future. But I don't know. I think my assessment on it being a little bit misleading and probably dangerous, and probably will lead to the dumbing down of society even more so than most of us have already recognized. But I am curious, what does everybody out there think? Let me know if you've been using it, how you use it, what you find valuable about it. But anyway, hope you all had a wonderful day. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. And we will talk to all of you tomorrow.